Okay, children, good morning. Already we have discussed about what children, our third lesson, production and employment. So children, coming to today's class, what is the two topics we are going to discuss? That is organized sector and unorganized sector. In the ninth standard, already we have discussed about what is the organized sector and what is the unorganized sector. Organized sector in what it will be covered, all the government employees, all the government employees will be coming under the organized sector. If you take example, organized sector, Narsima is one of the government employee. What he is getting, children? He is a government employee. He is getting the regular salary. Every Sunday he will be getting the weekly off, and not only that, he will be getting the provident fund, bonus, medical reimbursement and paid holiday. Every Sunday he will be having the holiday. So when you compare with the organized sector with unorganized sector, in the unorganized sector, Rajeshwari is engaged in what, children? She is a what? She is a labor, daily labor. So she is working under the contractor. Only in monthly, how many days she will be getting the work? Only 10 to 12 days she will be getting the work. Early in the morning she has to go 7 a.m. and again she will be returning to home 7 p.m. Totally how many hours, children? She is struggling from morning to evening, 12 hours. Rajeshwari is engaged in the work, but she is getting only 150 to 200 per day she is getting. Monthly how many days she is engaged in the work? Only 12 days she will be getting the labor work. Rest all the, how many days, children? Rest all the 18 days she is not at all having any work. She does not having any job security when you compare with the Narasimha. Narasimha is having full job security because he is a government employer. So if you come into the Rajeshwari, she is working as a what, children? Laborer. So only she is getting how much per day? She is getting 150 as a wage. What she is getting, children? End of the day she will be getting the wage. Here Narasimha is getting the salary. Here different term we are using for same money. Here he is engaged in the organized sector. We are using term as a salary. If you are coming to the Rajeshwari, she is engaged in the labor work. The money whatever the contractor is giving at the end of the day, it is considered as the wage. As when compared with Narasimha, she will be not getting any provident fund, bonus, medical, paid holiday. She is not getting those all facilities, those all benefits when you compare to the Narasimha. So children, this is your difference between the organized sector and unorganized sector. Please refer your textbook page number. If it is old, you can refer page number 38, children, about the Narasimha and Rajeshwari, so that you will be having the clear idea. And you are already in the previous class we had discussed about the pie diagram. What is a pie diagram, children? They have shown the different years and what is how much percentage they are getting from the agriculture, from the industries and the service sector. So that are the two pie graphs in the previous class we have discussed. So here one more example, children, before completing our lesson, production and employment. Here Gayatri is what already we had discussed in the previous class. Gayatri is from poor family. She is having the 2 acres of land, but she is not able to irrigate that land. Why, children? Because agriculture is depend upon what? Mainly what? Rainfall. But in our country the rainfall, it is uneven. It may come, it may not come. So most of the farmers are dependent on what, children? Agriculture. What, children? They are dependent on agriculture. That is the reason India is known as what, children? Predominant on agriculture. It is also known as in what economy? Agriculture economy. So slowly our industries is expanding, industries are developing, slowly service sector is also developing. So totally people are engaged. How much percentage, children? The old textbooks they are given only 8%. What, children? 8%. Now you take an example of Gayatri. She is from poor family. She is having the 2 acres of land, but she is not able to irrigate because scarcity of water. Same in her family, 5 members are engaged in the same work. same work they are doing, but they does not having any more income, they does not having any job security. If from the Gayatri family any two members will be going from the house, if they are doing any other job, so that they will be earning the money for the family. So afterwards what happened, Gayatri has taken what children, she taught the government will be helping, for example giving the loans to dug the borewell, so that she will be getting the better opportunities to improve our agricultural production. Children, please refer last page about the Gayatri. What are the things, what help she has taken from the government, what are the facilities are provided by the government, because Gayatri is one of the small farmer, what problems she has faced to improve our agriculture. So children, this is our lesson. In our next class I am going to give you projects children, FA1 and FA2.